Welcome back, everybody. A little bit more college football 26, a little bit more road to college football playoff for you today, featuring one of the most underrated teams and one of the most underrated offensive playbooks in my mind in the entire game. And that is, of course, if you couldn't tell, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We'll start with their depth chart. We'll go over their playbook a little bit in practice mode, then hop into our game. I love this team. I absolutely love this Rutgers team. It starts with your quarterback. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but he's very, very good quarterback. 86 overall, 81 speed, so enough you can still get out and make some plays if you need to with his legs, but also has silver step up, dot, and on time, so he's going to hit those passes at least most of the time with those abilities. Good overall, very solid quarterback. At halfback, 91 speed, 91 overall, Antoine Raymond with a little silver sidestep in there as well. Wide receivers is where I personally was very surprised with Rutgers. I was not expecting this team to have, hiding back here, Dylan Braithwaite, a 96 speed. Yes, he is only 65 overall, if I could say the word overall, but that 96 speed with platinum shifty and silver takeoff, unbelievable. I already came through and made all the changes to the depth chart because he's hiding like way down here. You got to go get him and put him actually in. But to have a threat like that on the bench is just such an added layer to this Rutgers team. You also have DT Sheffield with 93 speed, a ton of abilities, cutter, 360, sidestep, all really good stuff. And our big, strong boy, Ian Strong, workhorse, platinum press pro, and 50-50. He is only 88 speed, but with those abilities, we are going to keep him out on the field. You do have faster options if you are interested in that, if you want to run with Rutgers. You have Ben Black with his 91 speed, Murray with 92, Thomas with 91. So you could either just go full speed team and use all 91 plus speed receivers, or keep your 87 overall Ian Strong. Either way, you're in a pretty good spot here with this Rutgers offense, but definitely put Braithwaite in. It's non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Goodness, I'm really struggling with words right now. It is non-negotiable, I think, is even how you say it. You got to have Braithwaite on that field. Tight end, we will keep Colin Weber in here. Silver Surehand, 6'4", a little bit slow, but we don't really have any other option here. You could go Fletcher, but Weber's got one tier better of Surehands. He's 1 inch taller. Doesn't really make a huge difference in my opinion, but we might as well get Silver Surehands instead of bronze. So on defense, what are we changing here? Our corners, we were going to move around a little bit. Bo Masco will be our corner one, 92 speed, blanket coverage, and quick jump. Pretty solid. Then we're going to move Kevin Levy up to our cornerback 2, 95 speed, 6 foot tall corner. Love having that on the outside. In the slot is going to be Michael Clayton. Shout out George Clooney. I believe that's an old George Clooney movie where he plays like a lawyer or something. This was legitimately 20 years ago, so I'm not expecting too many people to know what I'm talking about, but if you do, you do. 93 speed, 6 foot tall in the slot. Very good top 3. Not quite, Georgia Tech, who we just did the other day, where they have 3 robbers at corner, but still very, very good. Enough speed to keep up with a lot of the tier 3 teams we're going to match up against. At free safety, we're going to keep Kaj Sanders, 6'1", 89 speed. Strong safety is going to be Jet Alad, 87 speed. And the Silver Ball Hawk, which I don't know if they nerfed in the game this year, but there's a few instances in this game where we just kind of watch a lad not do a whole heck of a lot with that ball hawk ability. Defensively, we don't really need to change much because this team's already set up really nice. Our rush left end is going to be Eric O'Neill, pocket disruptor, duress, both gold. Rush right end, pocket disruptor, duress, Bradley Weaver, both bronze, but still very solid. And really nothing to throw in at D tackle. There's a takedown and a grip breaker if you are so interested. Bronze abilities, I mean, I'm fine just leaving our guys in there if it just means missing out on some bronze abilities. Sub linebacker, though, we are going to put our Will Taliba Kaba, 6'2", 87 speed. Freshman linebacker will go in here, and Jesse, also 6'2", coverage specialist, 87 speed, will be our sub linebackers, and Clayton will be our slot corner. So that is how we are going to set up the Rutgers Scarlet Knights when it comes to this offensive playbook. I mean, there's something in it for everybody. It's really unbelievable how good this offensive playbook is. Almost every meta formation, for the most part, that I have seen throughout the year, I feel like is in this Rutgers offense. So we don't use a ton here in the beginning. We kind of skip over. You do have multiple versions of doubles, and I do love gun doubles, but they don't have PA zone read, so we never really ended up going to this formation. but you do still have Y sail, you do still have drag under, some design quarterback run, some mesh, so it still is a solid formation. Doubles is pretty much always going to be solid. You can never go too wrong with some gun doubles. We skip over a lot of this. I forgot they had Y off trio close until the very end of the game. They only have 9 plays in here, but this smash return play, very, very good. I like to throw a streak on our solo side receiver over their X, and then that really can help open up that drag or spot route that A is on. You know, he's on an option route, so it depends what the defense is in. Then you have that return route on B coming back to some empty space. Just a really, really good play overall there, with some good runs. Like 0-1 trap is one of the better runs in the game. A good RPO in there. Really, really solid formation. One of the meta formations that's in Oregon State. It's in quite a few different playbooks, but it's very, very good. Now we get to the real good stuff, the bunch and the trips of Rutgers. So starting bunch strong offset. If you've watched this channel before, you know I am just absolute fiend for bunch strong offset. I love this formation, and we get a really good one here with Rutgers. The 3 main pass plays, we have flood, we have corner strike, we have dagger. If we have those 3 pass plays, we are good to go. Run plays, we've got inside zone, you've got a pin pull toss for if they're coming out in something like double mug, you can attack the outside with that, and you've got duo, one of the better runs in the entire game. So as long as we've got all of those things, that makes for a really, really good bunch strong offset. You can beat the defense if they're in zone, if they're in man. You can beat them all sort of different ways. Flood, really, really good against zone. Dagger, good against both. I like to just throw a post route on our tight end, find some good soft spots in zones. Can also beat man quite a bit, especially with Rutgers, because that's our outside B receiver, who is Braithwaite, the 96 speed with shifty and takeoff, running that drag. Good luck keeping up with that, man. And then corner strike against man coverage. That corner route B is on again. It's going to be Braithwaite here for Rutgers. Absolutely torches man. They have no shot. Then we've also got both trips tight end offset and trips tight end offset weak, 2 of the best trips formations in the entire game. We got them both here with the Scarlet Knights. You got a good RPO. I mean, you guys should mostly know what's good in trips tight end. This has been one of the best formations kind of all year long, even last year. The verticals, tight end in, some of the runs, level sail, all sorts of good things in there. I like trips tight end offset weak a little bit better, just because the verticals play in here is so good. Like having that halfback leak out to the right where the trips are, and they're all pushing everybody downfield, that halfback gets wide open so often. Read Y corner, another really good pass play. Middle slant, some good runs in here as well. Having both tight end offset and tight end offset weak, I just love this playbook so much. We do have tight slots and slots halfback weak. I think these were better last year in College Football 25. Still some pretty solid stuff in here. We don't really go to it a whole heck of a lot in this game, but things like post wheel drag, read option X out, all that good stuff. Yeah, we do have a spread Y slot. We do not call this once, but I do like having some spread in here. Things like shallow cross. Like anybody who's playing a pretty stock defense is going to have trouble with plays like shallow cross, because those zones aren't going to stay down on the drags and the underneath of Y and RB. If you are shaded underneath, then you have A going over the top on that deeper in. If you're trying some man, the drags or the underneath can be open as well, and we have that deep post over on B. If you're trying to press, we have X going on a fade down the field. Just really, really good stuff in that play. Then we've got 3 more versions of trips here. So we have tight end offset weak, tight end offset, trips Y slot strong, trips Y flex, and trips halfback weak. Like I said, there's just something for everybody in this Rutgers playbook. We bounce between these 3 quite a bit. We do a few of the different runs. Their trips Y slot strong, I don't love. It is only these 6 plays. Slot $2, not bad. Dagger's not bad, but I feel like it's just missing a little bit from some of the other trips Y slot strongs that we have seen. But trips Y flex, love this formation, that inside attack play. It's almost like a deeper mesh you're making between A and Y there. Really, really good concept. Again, going to be some good runs. Post hitch post with the Texas route on your halfback, deadly play. It's very similar to something that was in, I think it's the Boise State playbook that we were using in our online dynasty. It's very similar play to that. Then just throw, Texter out on your halfback and you are golden on that. Some, sneaky little speed options. We don't really do any of those because Rutgers, I feel like their quarterback's not really the best for it. But if you are using this playbook in a dynasty and have a little bit of a faster quarterback, another wrinkle you can add into this Rutgers offense. Then last but not least, we do have some trips halfback weak here. Pretty standard trips. You do have your RPO in there, a few different runs, a few different pretty basic pass plays. But the mix of having these 3 trips, tight slots, these trips, tight end offset weak and tight end offset, and bunch strong offset. Just that alone makes this one of the best playbooks in the game for me. Like all formations I really like, all formations that you can just as easily be coming out in a run or a pass, because they all have really good run plays as well as, of course, they have really good pass plays. Then you mix in some of the Y off trio close and the other Y off trios, some of the wing trips, some of the doubles, some of the normal off close. This playbook, like I said, it just has something for everybody. And to me, that's what makes a playbook really, really good, is that, you know, depending on how you're feeling that day or depending on who you're going up against, you can go with a more run heavy game. You can go with a more pass heavy game. You can spread them out a little bit with some spread or some of the more spread out trips. You can condense it a little bit with tight slots, with the doubles, with all the different other formations that you can just play so many different ways from one playbook is what makes it great, in my opinion. You do have single back wing, you do have pistol full house tight. We don't go to any of those, but that's all what makes a playbook really good, in my opinion. I think Rutgers is a great example of that. So that's the playbook, that's the team. Let's take it to the game. And our opponent has been found. Let's see who the Rutgers Scarlet Knights will be traveling to. We will be on the road for this one. We did search tier 3. It will be a tier 3 team, I'm guessing. Oh, Vandy. And I forgot they were, for some reason in my head, I thought they were a tier 2 team. But that's right, they are tier 3. Of course, Stowers, a great tight end. They do have Pistol Bunch, which is one of my favorite formations. We ran a lot when we did use Vandy. Very solid team. Pavia, of course, the short king at quarterback, good halfback, a lot of good stuff to like about the Vanderbilt Commodores. And finally, somebody with 0 national championships. We have been through the frickin' ringer on these games lately. That is a sight for sore eyes. Let's go get it, Rutgers. And we're starting on defense first. What an absolute treat we got here. Bunch is an absolute treat. He's coming down some tray open. We'll just be in kind of our base cover 3 cloud defense. I think I've really started to like this one. The only other thing I need to do is add some more stunts. But okay, all right, good first ball there. Now he's gonna be in trips, and I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. I'm watching for an RPO. I am. I'm actually going to shade this back up, but then just put a hard flat back over on the right in case that is going to be an RPO over to that side. But everybody else should be dropping back a little bit more. See if he's going to just try to go for Stowers. We're going to follow it this way. He was throwing that right at our face. That was coming right at our gosh dang user's face. Guarantee you that. And now he's mixing things up a little bit here, going to some pistol doubles. We're just going to kind of run a stock. Pretty stock cover 3. He is going to go for the jet. Just make sure we come over to the side. Get to that sideline, cut it off, make sure he can't stretch that one all the way out there. Get him for a gain of 0, 3rd and 10. Good defense so far here, Rutgers. I mean, that first play was kind of wild. Oh, and also, I don't think I've even mentioned at this point, recording this after the first week of March Madness, and I know there's no, you know, big Cinderella team, no huge upsets or anything, but I thought that was a great week. I thought there were some fantastic games in there. I had a great time watching them. Iowa taking down Florida yesterday. That was one of the crazier upsets we've seen. I'm not even clicking on. Maybe I should. I will, just to go for the SWAT. That was risky. Iowa pulling off that upset against Florida. The Big Ten supremacy they've had in college football for the past few years. Maybe finally actually leaking into college basketball a little bit. Is this the year they finally get a national championship for the Big Ten? I mean, it's been since Michigan State in what, like 2000? Looks pretty good. Michigan looks great. Illinois looked solid so far. They're going to have a tough one against, ooh, I threw that one a little early there. They're going to have a tough one against Houston coming up, but still, that's going to be a heck of a game. Thursday is going to be some fantastic games. Purdue, kind of lucked out. Purdue are my boys. That is where my degree is from, is the Boilermakers. They got a pretty dang lucky break in terms of they get to match up against Texas, but, you know, Texas is an 11 seed, but they're no slouches, that is for sure. Just because it's an 11 seed, I don't think that's going to be a cakewalk for, oh, we actually can audible, excellent. A cakewalk for Purdue, we will see. All right, we're just going to start this off with a little dagger from Bunch Strong offset. We're going to have X wide open underneath. They all run right into each other, look like just in cover 1 man. Or something like that, or just an edge blitz. Okay, well, if he's going to be calling, we're going to bet he's going to stay in something like that, and we are just going to call corner strike and try to hit strong once he breaks the outside here. That is going to be our plan here. Be great if I could actually hot route RB. Dude, should I block our halfback? Yeah. Just in case he's sending another blitz. Oh, it's actually not. Can we step up and run here? Pick that guy up. Oh, our guard just had his back turned to that whole play. He snuck in a little cover 2 there. Sneaky boy. Didn't see that one coming. I was really hoping he was just staying in man. We'll stay... For now, we'll stay in butt strong offset. We are going to go to a lot of the different trips and things. They have... I mean, this Rutgers playbook is just... It's so good. There's so much good stuff in here. We are going to send our halfback out this time. We're going to go and hit him right there and then cut this all the way outside, Raymond. Pick up the first. Pick up the first. Make it nice and easy, boys. First and goal at the 3. We'll stay in butt strong offset. I think we got some good runs in here. Against goal. Against goal line. We'll see. We'll see how duo goes. Oh, gosh. Oh, break the tackle, Raymond. Good fight. Good effort. Good try. Is he just going to stay in man here, we think? There's a decent shot for it, right? Should a pin pull toss work? If he's still coming out on goal line, I like it. Against this, I don't like it quite as much. Just going inside zone run. Yeah, I think we're actually going to go inside zone here. Just a little too much going on over on the right. He's using that safety. Let's just try to pop a run down this way. Just hold that block for an extra half second. That looked like it was setting up absolutely perfectly for us. Okay, well, now we got a 3rd and goal. I don't see it. With the bunch strong, red zone, I really don't know what to do. Maybe we do go to some tight slots here. Assuming our buddy's connection here is going to hold up. But just something like this, and then maybe put Sheffield on a drag so we get a little mesh underneath and a couple deeper routes if he's shading underneath. He's not. We had X on that. Eventually we had X on it. He goes with the cover 6. Alright, coach wants us to go for it. We'll go for it. We'll go ahead and call stick. Why the heck not? We'll say, yeah, red zone, bunch strong offset. I haven't really found anything that's worked great for us. So I'm not sure. I feel like it kind of lacked those little like 5-yard plays, you know, when you get in situations like this. I don't know exactly what we want to do here. Even in this exact situation, I don't know what we want to do. Oh, we'll do that. We're just building the drama. It was a little too easy for us to score on 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. Obviously, let's wait until 4th down and get it to our big, strong boy. Wins on that slant route right over the middle of the field. Touchdown, Rutgers. Shout out to this guy, though, Jordan Gaming 214. He did not try to glitch block our extra point. First game in a while we have had somebody not doing that, so I appreciate you for that one, brother. But that red zone trip does kind of... A lot of what I like about Rutgers is you do have that bunch strong offset. You can move the ball down in chunks pretty easily. Then once you get down into the red zone, you do have tight slots. You do have all those trips. You do have all those other formations that you can go to. Like, we're not just super reliant on just that bunch strong. You got the different trips, you got the tight slots, you got so many different good things in this playbook that I just really, really think it's an awesome playbook, man. I don't know what stunt I just did, but we'll see. Oh, a little screen out to old Cedric Alexander. Let's see, just chase him down, make sure he can't cut this back inside and rip that one off for a touchdown or something like that. I mean, definitely didn't see that screen coming there. That is a good little play call. All right, well, I mean, he hasn't ran the ball once. I'm definitely keeping eyes on Stowers, though. He's forced Stowers the ball a few times. I think that's going to kind of be his go-to, so I think we're going to use her the side Stowers is on and just make sure we're keeping eyes on that young man. Then when he goes into trips, I do want to watch out for... I just feel like he's going to be an RPO guy. I just get that feeling. We are going to watch over that. We are going to just shade everybody underneath here, too. And of course it's Stowers, right? I just said, just keep eyes on Stowers. No matter what, keep eyes on Stowers. What do? Not keep eyes on Stowers, and that's where it goes immediately. Yes, I just was talking about it and immediately go against what I was saying. I mean, that's not that new, unfortunately. That is something we do pretty often. Fly over here, how about with a run? Look at all the white jerseys, all the red hats. Everybody on that Rutgers defense was flying down. I mean, that was over half our team, I feel like, was flying down for that run. Good team effort there, boys. So let's stay... I'm going to stay down on This guy, I don't know how to say his name, but I'm going to stay down on him. Looks like he might be hot routing something over there. Goes for the QB run to Pavia. I mean, that is... I don't know what Pavia's speed is, actually. I know in real life he ran the ball quite a bit, but that doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot. Okay, so he's going 5 wide. Let's go to... I'm going to go just a base Tampa 2. We're going to throw a stunt in here. A little left Tom 2-man. Shade everybody over the... No, I shouldn't have shaded everybody over the top. Reset, reset, reset. Didn't get our stunt off in time. And that's okay. Just go make a tackle. Just go make a tackle and make it 4th down. That's fine. Just kind of keep everything in front of us. Put him to a 4th and 2. We can live with that. Now he's coming out in this pistol wing slot. I'm going to do a cover 4. Shade underneath. Actually, I want to get up on Sanders here. Really try to watch this run. Kaba, you can actually get over there a little bit. It's cover 4 because they do... It does help with your run defense. The run gaps are a lot better out of a cover 4. So I like coming out in that. And then when he's so overloaded to that one side, we can just take that other quarter, bring him down, get some extra help in the box. Got in his head a little bit, it looks like. Made him take a timeout. Instead, going to pistol bunch. I talked about that in the beginning. That pistol bunch is very good. Formation. I'm going to go with a cover 3 buzz. Going to bring Sanders down here. Everybody's shaded underneath. Just want to make sure we move that hard flat out to the outside. Make sure we're trying to take away anything super quick here. We're going to stay right on this. How did we get burned so... I guess Vanderbilt has some speed. I forgot about at wide receiver. I'm not sure how that got burned that badly with the guy just running right past him. But it did. Jeremiah Dillon, he is a speedster indeed. And Vandy in for the touchdown to tie us up. Well, let's mix in. I do like this trips wide flex. I think this is a really solid formation. The wide receiver smash, post hitch post, inside attack. I think there's a lot of good stuff in this. But we'll give this one a whirl. We'll start messing around with some of the different trips formations Rutgers has here. We know bunch strong offset's really good. We run it a lot. So I don't think we need too much further evidence of it being a solid formation. So he's using, a wide open pass, leave that to the right. He went back to some match coverage there. It is something it looked like he went to down in the red zone. So I'm wondering if he's going to stay in it for quarters. I'm hoping so. We're going to try our match bomb here. I mean, they're all backed up. This certainly could still be a cover 4 quarters here. So hopefully it is, and hopefully we can just throw this to Sheffield. It's not. Oh, X cooked him though. Oh, but that pass rush of Vandy is really flying in there. He did go with the big blitz that time, so I suppose that makes sense. Let's go inside attack. I mean, he's definitely not shading or disguising his coverage like in any way. So those outside corners are about 5 yards back. This might be like a Tampa 2. I kind of like sending a little bit more downfield here. We're going to have our halfback. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take our halfback, get around, cut it up, take that first down. Good, good, good. Take it to the 2-minute warning here too. Now we can go to a little trips Y slot strong. I do want to mix in some more runs here too. I just feel like, I mean, we got a good running team. He's kind of been dropping everybody back. He's using that D-line spot too. Oh, Raymond. Just break the one tackle. Break the one tackle and we're out of there. Goes back to his cover, or Tampa 2 contain. All right. What do we want to... I mean, we have so much trips. Trips tight end offset weak is fantastic. If he's staying in Tampa 2, this verticals should be a touchdown with being on the short side. This is not Tampa 2. I probably should flip this. I'm actually just going to throw a little corner out over there on A and see how that works out for us. Take it to our halfback, open in that flat, take another first down. He's actually doing a good job. He took his user back to watch that tight end on that corner out, or else that was going to be wide open. So he actually did a very good job on that. Minute and a half, go back to run. I mean, looks like a setup pretty nice for a run here, doesn't it? There's nobody over the middle of the field. That's a free 6 yards for us. We'll take that. Then we can mix in a little trips tight end offset. Why the heck not? Tight end in, verticals, another inside zone run, X under. Like, gosh, I'm telling you, man, this Rutgers playbook, it's unbelievable. It just has absolutely everything. Like, every good formation in the game, I feel like, for the most part. you can find in this Rutgers offense. Just take A right over the middle, nice and easy one to our tight end. Set us up for a 1st and goal. Now, minute 20. Go back to a run down here. He's cover 3 cloud, but he's not shading underneath or anything, so those drags and everything are just getting kind of wide open. He back in man here. Kind of what it looks like. Braithwaite on the drag. Quick one to Raymond, maybe. No. Tight end. Dude, this freaking pass rush. We're getting that tight end wide open there. The pass rush comes flying in. Look at that big boy number 5. Just not a care in the world. Ripping his way right through there. But yeah, anyway, March Madness. Because I was thinking of this too, because Vandy. That game against, walk-in touchdown. That game against Nebraska. That was one of the best March Madness games that I can remember. That game was unbelievable. And again, there's no big Cinderella teams or anything like that, but I've been having a blast with this tournament. Now it's down to the 16. I do a few brackets every year. All my guys that I have winning are still in. Florida losing, I did have them going to the title game in one, so that bracket's kind of done. But I also had Purdue winning it all in that one, and I don't think that's happening either way. So we're pretty all in on Michigan or Houston. If one of those two can win, we got a shot in a big pool that we do. So fingers crossed for me. Now we're busting out the split slot. Oh, actually what I need to do, because for 4th down, I put our safeties on close, and I just don't think they're fast enough to do that. So let's put them back. We're going to go to a cover 2 shaded, or cover 6 shaded underneath with this split slot. We always got to watch the flats. Should have a hard flat right out there for them. Always watch the flats, those split slot formations. Boys, they like to get a little tricky and try all sorts of crazy things out of here. I was going to pass commit there, but I just didn't quite get it off in time. Okay. At least he didn't catch it. At least, it was thrown straight at my face, but at least it was a drop. Let's go to a buzz match. I need to start a guessing pass every time, too. Because I don't think this guy has ran the ball once, if I'm not mistaken. I don't believe there has been one run call yet. Big hits? Ooh, that was a big hit. That was a big hit. Now we get a 4th and 1. I'm going to go Tampa 2 shaded underneath. Risky call. Really giving up pretty much anything more than a couple of yards down the field. But I like the idea of it. Right at the heart. Right at him. Our hard flat just standing there. Whoa. Look at number 3. Look at number 3 on that replay. I don't know if you could see it behind my face. What in the world were we doing there, brother? Oh my goodness. All right. That was pretty rough there, brother. All right. I'm going to go with a little 5 wide. Got to watch up the seams here. Go swat it with Clayton. Got to watch up the seams. When we're in that cover 3, we know our weakness is up that seam. So we are just going to go take it away ourselves. So he's staying in 5 wide. I don't hate the idea of doing like a man LB blitz 1. Something like that here. Send the dogs after him. Shade over the top. Shade inside. That right slot's going to get open. Good knockout. Good knockout. That right slot is going to get open if he's on like a drag or something quick underneath he's looking for. But as long as he's trying to go downfield, I think we're going to be mostly okay with that. What do we want to do here? Do we want to send another... How about a little 3 double buzz? There's something a little different, Adam. Kaba, you got to get up here a little bit. Throw another stunt in here. We're going to stay on Sanders. What is happening this drive? What is happening this drive? I mean, he was kind of... A lad was just all over that. And just let him catch it right in front of his face. Oh, and I got stuck. But a lad... Or that wasn't even a lad. I don't know who that was. Brought him down short, and he is out of timeouts. Go get him, boys. Run out of time. Run out of time. Run out of time. I mean, it's going to be close. 2, 1... Kaba, no! That whole drive was such nonsense. Threw it right at our face a few times, threw it at our hard flats, threw it at our hook curl, and then just over the top on that seam streak, and then got that off with a second left. Gosh dang it. How was this game 14-14? What are we doing here? All right, we're going to get back in our bunch strong offset here, at least to start this drive. Then we'll kind of determine what we want to do from there. Pass this down and away so we can get it to Braithwaite. Use that platinum shifty, cut our way around there. Having guys like that, man, is just such a difference maker. Like, he is so freaking shifty and fast and just the best. I love having him be able to just throw in those quick drags, get him the ball, and get 20 yards, you know? That was set up pretty nice for us. Let's go with a duo run this time and cut it out this way. Close call, close call. I'm gonna try this corner strike play again. Didn't work out for us great last time. Now he's audibling all around. We got Sheffield, who's a good speedy boy, just going downfield on that streak. And then that corner out on Braithwaite, absolutely torched him. Audibles into man coverage, perfect. Worked out perfectly for us. I mean, exactly what we want you to be in if we're calling corner strike, with Braithwaite on that corner. Leaves his man in the dust before he catches the ball, after he catches the ball. It doesn't matter. That's a speedy boy. That's a Rutgers touchdown. All right, I'm going to go back to our cover 3. 10-yard flat, shade underneath. Oh, I just take myself so far out of the way. I'm the worst user run defender this game's ever seen. But yeah, since this guy hasn't gone to like any RPOs, I think I'm pretty okay. Pretty okay going back to defense like this. Hard flat, 5-yard hook. At least we're there for the tackle. At least we're there for the tackle. Trying to go to Stowers again. Always kind of all over him there. All right, all right. I think we're just going to kind of do the same thing here. But we have to watch... Okay, well, never mind. I said we have to watch Stowers. But once he goes in motion to the left, not so much. Tries to get that run up the middle. Rutgers' defensive line is no joke either. Like I said, Rutgers is just a good freaking team, man. They really are. Shade underneath. We want to get on Kaba. I mean, he could still be going Stowers here for sure. He shouldn't have too many places to go with this ball. And a lad, brother, we gotta have a word, my guy. At some point, we gotta have a word about our reaction time on these balls. I'm gonna stay over on Kaba just to watch Stowers, and then we can try to come help out if it's run, but no need, because this Rutgers defensive line is getting on in there. I guess we'll... what was I gonna say? Oh, contain. So we'll still have the stunts, then we'll throw some contains in there. And goes back to that screen. Good recovery there, number 16. Bring him down for just a little gain of 3. I thought about manning up that one guy, honestly. Maybe I should have. See, those 10-yard flats. They do such a good job actually coming down compared to... I'm actually going to go to a base Tampa 2 here. Still going to use our 10-yard flats. Pass commit, obviously, here, too. But then it's going to have a hooks down and just terrible user defense. Just terrible. There was nothing else for me to be worried about there. And I just let him complete that. Gosh dang it. We are really just letting this guy hang around. Feel like we shouldn't be. I'm going to go just regular flats, but still shade underneath. You actually get manned up on Stowers. And then we come over here to help out with the run. Bring him down. And he's not in yet. We can certainly get a stop here still. Going with Pavia. Go pop that little guy. Go pop that little guy. Talking so much. He really soured me during the like the Heisman Trophy ceremony. And not even the ceremony, the whole lead up to it. He was really driving me nuts. I was happy to see ooh. Little PI there, but we'll take it. Just box out Stowers. Yeah, some of that stuff he was saying, like, he was fun to watch in real life for sure. But yeah, some of those things he was saying during the whole lead up to the Heisman ceremony was rubbing me the wrong way. I'm standing right there hitting X. I'm mashing X. That's right by my head. I guess I had my back to the ball. Sure. I'm not sure how Vandy has 21 points right now, but they do. And we're tied at 21 apiece. I'm going to head back into some of the trips tight end, the offset week. I think this is a really, really solid formation here. We can just take our halfback right underneath, go ahead, cut our way around. Only take 6 on that, but that's fine. Yeah, he's staying in. He's calling so much cover 4. I want to try our cover 4 bomb again. I think I'm going to. He is keeping match quite a bit. I kind of want to try it again. He's not in it like any sort of shell on defense, so I think we'll just kind of be able to tell, at least have an idea if he's in cover 2 or cover 4 or not. Let's see. So how far back is that guy? I mean, it could be. Now he's pressing, so maybe not. Oh, yep. Get it to him. Get it to him. Get it to him. Get it to Sheffield. I think that was the cover 4. Get the bomb out there. He audibled to something or just flipped to press. I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, cover 4 quarters. All that matters is our bomb finally worked in a game. Finally, it actually worked in a game. Get it to our guy wide open down the field. The Rutgers offense, man, I'm telling you, it's nasty. And really, I just don't think there's a ton we need to do different, like, on defense. I feel like our defense has been playing pretty good. I'm gonna go with shaded down cover 4 here. I don't know. I'm liking the shade down. I feel like we're getting guys in decent enough spots, and then it just all falls apart. Send them. I mean, like this. Just has to be intercepted. And it's a lad. It's a lad. Aladdin himself, finally. The poor boy finds his magic carpet and can come down with a frickin' football. Thank you, Jet. Thank you, Rutgers. Thank you to everybody. Just thank you, boys, for finally making a frickin' play for us. All right, let's get back to some trips Y flex. I think this is another pretty fun little formation. I mean, he might still call cover 4. Seems like it'd be kind of insane. Passing this all the way out to the right. Good sure hands. Good sure hands. Good ball by our quarterback. I think we actually had that deep post on the left. But my eyes were really only on if his user was following the halfback or the tight end. We were going to the other one. Tight end boxes him out. Picks up the first down. Head to the 4th. Looks like we're in a decent spot. We got to finish this drive, though. Oh, and the connection to our peer has been lost. To be fair, I don't think we were really getting stopped in that Rutgers offense. We certainly didn't get stopped anytime during that game, did we? I don't think so. I mean, the playbook itself is one thing. I think the playbook is one of the best in the game. I love the Rutgers offense. But then add on top of that the actual depth chart you get with Rutgers, and I really truly think they are one of the most underrated teams in Road to the College Football Playoff, whoever's left even still playing that, and one of the most underrated playbooks in this entire game. I can't say enough good things about Rutgers. Love the Scarlet Knights, love the boys, job well done. Certainly not an S tier, tier 3 team though. All of that said, as much positive as I just put on the Scarlet Knights, they are definitely just in that tier right below it though. Like, I think they are neck and neck with Georgia Tech. Rutgers, probably a little bit better defensive line. Georgia Tech, better secondary. Offensively, Rutgers has the faster receivers. Georgia Tech has the better backfield. So it's kind of more of what just you personally like to do. Georgia Tech's definitely more for running the ball too, running with your quarterback, all sorts of options, different fun things in there. Whereas Rutgers is much more just straightforward, really good, really meta, air the ball out type of formation. So it really depends on what you like. But Rutgers and Georgia Tech, very neck and neck, right at towards the top of that A tier team. Love Rutgers. Hope you guys enjoyed this one though. I will see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.